EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And some strong running. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, 58 yards. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Chubb with a carry on first down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The tackle there by John Johnson. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
To throw is gone. He'll fire one end zone for Cook. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points. So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, good move. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a
battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run in.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 69 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Of course, with Gurley, the Rams, they have been content to monitor that workload in the early part of the season, mostly keeping him around the 14 to 16 carry mark. A far cry from last year when he had games of, gosh, he had 28 carries in one game, 25 in another, 23 in another. But it's been a different story for Todd Gurley in 2019. On third down, they'll run it with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They are going for it. Gone. They got a man. It's Woods. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Oh, good hurdle. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gone. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah,
I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 27 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Okay, the baby that's fucking in video. Oh yeah, we got booty on the table. I can get fatter.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Back to throw, Goff. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Looking for Woods that time.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
All kind of shit.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Okay, man.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Now Natson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, exit.
From the 50, it's gone. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now it's gone. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. A 5-yard touchdown catch.
Run downhill as soon as you see that ball. You should have ran
this
downhill.
football game. Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all 1.
You should have ran
Nothing
downhill.
separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go with Chubb on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he went backwards.
What the fuck,
He'll be down at the 30. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They're indeed going.
What the fuck, man? What are you doing?
Complete. So
what?
Certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check it to a throw the next time.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Listen. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Push him back.
Here's Goff. Forced out to his left. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
I didn't get the first down. I kept picking the same play. Tighten up. All right, he will go with 3 receivers.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. Goff now to throw.
What? Why he not?
And down
he didn't go for the ball. That was a pig. Why he not jump? It's right there.
19 yards gives him a new set of downs.
That shit is weak. He ain't even jump. Look at this shit.
Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That's fielded in the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mayfield, and this is caught. He hits Landry, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They had to go
to the
for
other
such
side
little
or pass the
time
ball
remaining.
tall.
And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Yeah, I am a dummy. That was stupid.
We go tonight. Super 1. Super 1.
Here's Gurley. Fights through, and now a crease. Still fighting. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye.
He killed me.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final
I
minute,
deserve
that
to
should
lose that.
just about seal it.
And
I
that
blew the
touchdown should
game.
make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel
I
like
blew
it's
the
totally
game,
over
kept
yet?
going for it on that
Totally,
same play.
but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the
man.
stretch,
Fuck this
especially
shit.
on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra
I
point
played
winds
stupid.
up
I had to win.
successful.
I played dumb as hell.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline.
I
He'll
don't
kick it
know.
away.
No, I should have ran that. I should have ran a different wildcat. I ran that same formation. I should have.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Mayfield to throw it this time. It's caught by OBJ. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
You got that, though. You got the one, though.
They're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I don't run that bitch with Mayfield. Fuck it.
He may try and run for this. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looked...